Okay, ladies, this is before you contribute to cancer, breast cancer. Real men rock pink. Um, to God, second in charge. Second, okay? The goddess. It's okay for a woman to be a goddess, but it's not okay for a man to call himself a god. I understand that. You're second to God. This is God. This is a child. This is you. This is man. And the soul speech is the appreciation for yourself, to understand who you are. God put man on earth first. Let's say he put on man on earth first. And let me just draw you something. So, because what a picture's worth 1,000 words, correct? So let's draw a globe representing Earth. Okay? All right. And this is man. He put man on earth first. For man to clear a path, to build a house. Okay? And once a man had cleared a path from all the wilderness and the forest and the brush, this is one of my video notes. Okay? All right. He sent a woman next. Okay? And she comes and makes a house into a home. If you meet men, if they have a house, they always introduce it as a house. A house is an empty vessel, a dwelling. A home, it has a family in it. It's a place where you reside at with your family. A woman can only make a house into a home. And she the only one that's going to call her house a home versus what a man does. And even when she comes into a man's house, she the only one that can make it a home. That's your power. Represent it. Your womb. The womb of a woman. Okay, it's the womb. The fee of the female is the fetus that comes from that womb. That's how she knows how to make a house a home. That's one of your superpowers. Every female possesses that. Okay? Again, third piece is the child. I really believe God sits here. At any time he wants, he can reach out and take a child. Next in place is a woman. Man is third. Okay? And it's not a real good position. All right? Understand it. A man should never try to be in front of your child. Because if he stands in front of your child, he stands between God and his child. That's not a good position. Very bad position. Okay? And no woman has to sit there and say she won't put a man in front of a child. Guess what? A man assumes that he's first. Really? My honest belief is God is hell. I believe God looks at it like this. Okay? All right? Child is always going to come first. I'm a soldier of God's. I'm a soldier of my mother. I'm a soldier of the female. The female. Female. Woman. Man. Lady. Men. The gentle. But anyway, that's my thoughts. And that's appreciation that I want to give to all females out there. Y'all are second to God. Y'all are true to goddesses. Man gets on his knees for two things: God and a lady. Understand that. Your cocoon is the girl in you and the woman in you. You're going to be many different women. You're going to be many different girls. If you're dating a boy, you're going to bring the girl out in you. You're dating a man, he's going to bring the woman out in you. You're dating a gentleman, he's going to bring the lady. Understand your stages. When the more you understand your stages, and vice versa for men. Okay, if you're dating a girl, she's going to bring the boy out in you. If you're dating a woman, guess what? She's going to bring the man out in you. If you want the gentleman, that's the truth. That's our butterfly. You got to date a lady and act according like a gentleman. We commit to the cocoon stage. The stage that we learn ourselves, then we learn ourselves with someone else. We're learning, but we committing to something we don't know what it is. Your caterpillar went in there with eyes in the front. The butterfly is gonna come out its ass. If you commit to it too soon, what is that butterfly gonna look like? Is it gonna be a butterfly or is it gonna be still part caterpillar? Is it truly where it's supposed to be? Don't let somebody commit to you if you're not ready to be committed to, and don't commit to somebody that's not ready to be committed to. Don't mix the two. Date it, date it, date it. Don't get to know it. Get to know yourself. And if you feel like you don't know yourself while you're dating this particular version of you, you never commit to it until you know it. As simple as that. And it's beautiful. It's no disrespect to anyone. The disrespect would be done to yourself. Just the ideal of the thought of it. To commit to something you know. It doesn't matter what you speak. You speak what society wants to hear. Your thoughts is your personal thoughts. We are society creatures. We do what looks good for society when we know. We'll stay married to somebody for 14 years, knowing we getting beat. Things going on in the household that shouldn't be right. Because society says it's a sin against God if you get a divorce. Divorce and marriage is a man-made thing. And the title, only way you can carry this title if you sign a contract to a man-made thing, that's a marriage license. And when they mix, when church and state don't supposed to mix, that's the first place they mix. God don't care about you, your license. He don't care about your husband or you being a wife. He wasn't a husband. Jesus wasn't a husband, and Mary was not a wife. That is the title to a man's contract. Okay? And then truly, you think about marriage. It's a slave, a white woman to a white man. And some of the things they did back in the day when we were slaves to their families in their homes, the sinful part in society's way is for me to even sit there and have the audacity to admit to that, to even say that out loud. The sad part is if you've been brainwashed not to think of it and you know it's true. That's what suppresses you to become you. If you can't admit to the things that you know that's true, so to be true, then you can't admit to yourself. The things I say is everybody knows. I just have the courage to sit there and say it, speak it. I'm a 250-pound black man speaking on an emotional level. That's not even sound to be heard of. Like I said, I practiced being a man when I should have been a boy. Got bored of it. What's greater than a man? Became a husband. Then I come to realize I did everything practiced that as a husband that ideals what entitles, as a husband, the definition of a husband. I like being a husband at that particular time. But the greater thing is being a gentleman. That's a husband to God's best friend. Respectful. His second in charge. God's best friend is a female. His second to God is a female. Respect it. I can respect him. Humble yourself. True strength is learning to face your weakness. Learn to face your weakness. Be comfortable in it and try to be strong in it. Understand it. Be aware of it. Stand proud of it. That's where we learn the best of ourselves. Anything a typical dude wouldn't do, a person wouldn't do, a man wouldn't do, you go do it. And find out what you learn from it. These are the lessons that we want. Not the ones that everybody do. Don't be part of the flock, the school, the pack. Okay? Mutts. Mutts running packs. Schools of fish running in the schools, okay? I mean, an alpha, you will never see an alpha in a pack. A shark is an alpha. A woman's alpha. She leaves her pack and goes and start her own pack. That's truly alpha. A man, we carry the last name of our pack. And we imitate what our father's done and try to do a little bit better. A woman restarts it again over and over again. I'm a foster child. I understand that. She fostered relationships, a woman, a female, Go out and foster. She leaves her nest. Go start her own. The ideal of that, the thought of that strength. We still can hold an anchor to our past. There's nothing wrong with that. But we want to claim that we are alpha. A woman, come on, mentally, emotionally, couldn't even deal with the fact of being pregnant and being responsible for something so great. We ain't nothing but babysitters of God's children. You better pray that you babysit them correctly. You're going to have to answer to one person. And like I tell a man, do you ever want to deal with a man and a woman? No. Do you ever want to deal with a male and a female? Not me. That's why I don't chase women and females. There's only one part of them that does not carry a man and male. That's the lady. It's another part, girl. I'm no longer a boy, so I don't chase girls. The only part I'm interested in is the true butterfly. That's the lady. The lady does not have a man or a male. She left that a long time ago in her cocoon. And I'm a gentleman. The kryptonite to a lady, it's a gentleness in my gentleman. That's my man and male put together to make men. And I gently deliver it to the lady. Only a lady can receive the gentleness of a gentleman. I will never give my gentleness to a woman. She has man in her. She will hurt me. I will never give my gentleness to a female. She has male in her. She will hurt me. And when I put that gentleness suit on, okay, I'm being sensitive. I'm being in touch with my mental and my emotions. I'm fully aware. And I know not to travel over that, but regardless how luscious she is. The physical is the least important about a human being. And the mental and emotional, it's okay for a woman to be a man, act like a man. She's a woman. She has man in her. I tell men this all the time. It's okay for a woman to act like a man. Why, dude? She got man in her. It's okay for a female to act like a male. I don't even get you what you're trying to say. She got male in her, dude. If you don't want her acting like a man and male, take that one part and change her into your lady. The lady does not carry a man and male. And once you make her your man, your lady, you won't have to act like a gentleman. Okay, now gentleness comes first. And when you take her woo and her feet that transcend into her lady, then you understand what goes on. A man gets on his knees for two things: God and a lady. Plain and simple. And ladies, there's only one male in this world you got to ask for to send you the things you need. That's God himself. You're a goddess. You have a direct connection with him. I truly believe they claim a woman came from a man's rib. I think they got it wrong. I don't think it's a man on earth. I got all mine. I think he came from God's rib. The wounds, the sacrifice he made. That's where you woo the wound of a god. That's why you're a goddess. The flesh from God, your feet. The same area that a fetus comes from your womb. I believe you came from the bone, the broken rib of God, not a man. The mill, the first mill, God himself. Men was the prairie pit on earth first, to clear that path, to build that house. And then he sent his goddess to turn that house into a home, because she carried the wound of him, the bone of him, his rib. And she bring the mental and emotional of him. It just was the physical. And she can give that home the life that it needs. Again, I can get deeper into this, but I hope that makes sense. These are my video notes. This is already 14 minutes long. I'm trying to find a communication path. Please let me know what you think. Be blessed.